What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Tony Mo from Pixabyte, and today we are taking a look at Man in a Maze, what I would describe as an arcade stealth puzzle game developed by Small Green Hill Studios. The game just released and is available on Zero for $5.99. Now, I should say, it just released on PC. This game actually came out end of last year on iOS, and it did very well. It sold exceptionally well. It was considered by many to be probably one of the best iOS games at the time, and I think it really still is. I actually played it on iOS, and it got me through a lot of boring days at work, I have to say. It's a very addicting game, and let's hop into the PC version, though. Before I go any further, actually, I want to say this game is actually on Greenlight for Steam, so if you like what you see here, make sure to head over to Greenlight and give them a thumbs up over there and help them get a Steam release. That would, obviously being on Steam is a really great thing for a developer. No matter how well their game is selling, they can definitely take advantage from that. But let's hop into this game. As you can see, this game is essentially top-down, basically here. We're looking on the top view. We are a man in a maze, essentially. Now, after we finish this level, we'll get to a little bit to the personality of the game, but let's just break down the mechanics. You can play with the mouse or keyboard, or the 360 controller. I'm playing with the 360 controller. It works very well. Now, you see these little pads here. This is one of the things unique to this. Is probably one of the first levels where these get introduced, actually. If we step on this pad, it'll basically allow this gate to open. We're going to hit this one up here. That's going to allow the gate down there to open. Now, these dudes running around here, they basically will electrocute the crap out of you if you get in their line of sight. So you want to kind of stay out of their line of sight and try and trap them in places. This is kind of where the stealth mechanics of this game come in. I have to say, initially, the first maybe 6 or 7 levels, I want to say, of this game are a little bit too easy. It's the only complaint I have is that the learning curve is a little bit too shallow. Takes a little bit too long to build up to the point where it actually becomes difficult, and this is actually the kind of level that's why I wanted to start at this level. The levels before this are kind of like really easy. They're pushovers. The game spends you a lot of time teaching its mechanics, a little bit longer than I think it has to, but it doesn't take too long to get through those levels, so it's not really at fault. But basically, in order to clear the levels, you need to collect all of these blue orbs. You don't need to collect the coins, but they are a bonus that I'll show you guys later on. We've now brought up these two kind of ball markers here, though. We can use our right stick, kind of like a dual stick shooter, to swing our arm up here, and then we're going to hit right trigger, and we're going to throw our bouncy ball, which is pretty much the only weapon we have at hand, to hit this one marker. Now we have to make it over the other side of the map to hit the other marker. Now we don't have to, we could just try and collect these blue orbs, but that's going to enable this triangle in the middle of the map to essentially power up and charge our ball with explosive power, so we can then use that to take out some of these dudes, get some extra coin. Okay, here we go. Ooh, sneak around. Alright, we made it. Now the bouncy ball, as you can see, I can try and catch it. If I throw it, it's just going to ricochet all over the place. But if you look to the top right of our screen, on the side here, you'll see I have 4 kind of circles, and 2 of them are colored. There's one that says return, it's green, and there's one that's cloak, that's yellow. Now I don't have any cloak powers, but I do have a ball return. Now, the nice thing about this game is when they made it set up for the Xbox 360 controller, they use the color coding. So rather than you trying to figure out, well, what the hell is button 1 on an Xbox controller? It's the green button, which is A. And the yellow button is Y, and it works very well. It's very smart when the developers do that. Oh, trapped you out, pal. Now you can see we charged our ball with explosive power. We missed. And we lost explosive power. Let's run. Can we get him? Oh, the fadeaway. The fadeaway. Alright. Now you saw, after we cleaned out all those blue orbs, we actually opened the exit to the level, so we could have left at any time. And now you're scored on the amount of chips you got, tokens you got, as well as your time. We did not make par. Par was 51 seconds. But look at this is what I'm talking about, this game's personality. The music and everything about it. I don't watch game shows anymore, but when back in the 90s, you kind of always got stuck watching them at your cousin's house or something like that, and they were cheesy and ridiculous, and this game encompasses all of that. I mean, just look at this guy. He's so excited to be on a game show, and people on game shows always were, and you're like, if that was me, I would be so embarrassed right now. And yes, you get to win a ton of really stupid prizes. Why settle for one picture on your desk when you could have megabytes of them? Thanks to View Panasonic and Man in a Maze. I'll put it on my desk. Yes, you will. You can see the first prize was actually some steak knives. And there's just a ton of ridiculous prizes. The game it's chock full of comedy and personality there. I really love it for that. But this is what we get to do with our big blue and red M tokens. We can spin this wheel. We can get coins. We can get robbed. And we can also pick up some upgrades to our stealth or our ball return. No burglars. Oh man, look at those coins. We're just racking them up. More coins. Now, you didn't have to spend all those chips at one place. You could have actually, saved them for a later time, but, you might as well use them. Now, here's kind of with the entry to the level and the overhead view. We can actually go back and play the other levels if we want to. We can view our prizes. We don't have frenzy mode unlocked. I think you have to get 40 prizes unlocked to get that. We'll hop in, we'll play the next level. Now here's a little bit of the power-up menu. This is something that really adds a little bit of depth to the game. There's all these different upgrades we can use. I only have the cloak and the ball return at the moment, but spending credits basically allows you to upgrade different aspects. We can actually have a bounce HUD, shows where the ball is going to bounce, so we could maybe pick up the ball, or we can use it to ricochet and hit enemies. There's a freeze, cloak, which is what I've been using in the mine. We're going to save our credits though. We got enough gadgets for now. Let's move on to the next level. Just look at this dude. The grin, man. The grin is just priceless. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can make it through the level here now. Now the controls, like I said, it pretty much plays like a twin stick shooter. Left stick moves around, right stick we can aim our ball here, right trigger throws. We have our specials mapped over to the right side there. It all runs and works very, very well. Now this is only one enemy type in the game, these kind of zapper dudes. There are a couple other ones. Hit the pad! Oh man. You're probably going to see me die here. It's not gone well. We'll see if we can, Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at, oh, no, he followed us. It's not gone well. Alright, we're making it through here. And one of the other things you'll notice immediately about this game, apart from its extremely quirky personality, is how colorful and crisp the visuals are. Now, Small Green Hills, whoa, they actually developed this game using the Unity engine, which I'm actually a big fan of the Unity engine. You know, it's something that a lot of smaller developers can use. It's very accessible, it's very easy. They offer a free version of it, actually, and it's just a really great engine, and lots of developers are making their games with it as of recently. And I'm really happy to see that. It's a solid engine. If you go on the website and you're interested into game development at all, they teach you a lot about game development. They pretty much have all the steps required to learn how to use the Unity engine from scratch. And it shows here how how good of an engine it is. It's very colorful. This game, it's clean, it's crisp. It actually reminds me, I can't remember the game. If anyone knows, please tell me. It was way back on like Windows 95. There was basically it was a disc you bought. You know, you just bought discs back then. There was like 5 or 6 games on it, and one of them had you mowing your lawn while avoiding zombies. I can't remember the name of it to save my life, but let's duke them out. Oh man, hit the ball, run, I'm actually I'll make use of the ball return mechanic here so you guys can see it if I don't die. We hit A, basically an electric dog comes and gives the ball back to us. Go. No, there's the dog. Alright, we got this. You can see all these coins here. Now we can choose to pick these up, you know, or we can just run like hell, try and best our time, and basically make it out of this place. Where am I missing an orb? Oh, we got electrocuted. Turns out 20,000 volts of raw current will kill you after all. Indeed it will. Indeed it will. I would agree with that. Alright, let's dive into this level once more. I mean, this is the premise of this game, though. Is, you know, it's this weird blend of stealth and kind of just, you know, the puzzle solving. You really got to remember, okay, how do I open this door? Let's use this to get this guy down. Dodging enemies, which there are more enemy types as you get through the level. The level design also starts to change the further you get through it. And this game has a massive amount of content. That's one of its really big pluses. There are like over 40 challenges and like 50 levels or something like that. I don't even remember. There's so much. And I know they're actually looking to add more to the game, you know, if it does well on Greenlight and things like that. So definitely be sure to check this game out, guys. You know, whether you go and pick up the old iOS version or you want to check it out on PC, it's a fantastic game. Either way, it plays extremely well, and it's a really fun game. I kind of feel like it's a throwback, but it's done very, very well. But be sure to check it out. We will definitely have a link in the description below. And make sure if you guys play it and you like it to head over to their Greenlight page on Steam and give them a thumbs up over there. I know the devs would appreciate that very much. But as always, for more indie game coverage, be sure to subscribe to us here on Pixabyte. Till next time, it's been Tony Mo, and I'll see you guys in the maze.